This video is just gonna be a super short guide on how to complete the Day Trader Nightwave challenge solo with no help whatsoever from anyone. And since Limbo is pretty hot right now, why not feature him for once? Please keep in mind the date of this video, as all points discussed are relevant as of hotfix 27.3.5. Here's the build, not perfect by any means, but it works really well. You could try to improve this setup, but IMO, I don't see why you'd want to cheese any more than this. As for weapons, essentially you can use anything you want. I really want to stress that. Anything. But if you're gonna ask me for a weapon suggestion, then the first thing that comes to my mind for Index is Catchmoon, followed by any crit-based Zaw plus Exodia Contagion to get the frickers that lie outside your Cataclysm bubble. Here are the respective builds. Now, on the Zaw, the Riven is of course not needed. If you're gonna copy the exact same setup with all the parts and everything, then primed heavy trauma would help in dealing a tiny bit more DPS than Buzzkill. Not important by any means, just FYI. I'm not sure how or why, but it's probably due to some of D's inconsistency magic that the Exotic Contagion projectile does not give a fuck what dark sorcery Limbo applies. It will damage enemies regardless of whether the projectile or enemy is within the rift or otherwise. It just doesn't care, which is great. It literally means zero risk for you, which is why I said earlier, there's literally no point to cheese any further, unless if it saves you a significant amount of time. Now going back to the Limbo build, a couple of things I want to mention. You can replace either Natural Talent or Streamline with whatever you feel fits better for your individual playstyle. Perhaps you'd like more range or duration, or if you really are anal about that stagger mechanic, then Primed Sure-Footed is highly recommended, which admittedly is what I used in the gameplay footage, but honestly, I feel like Natural Talent is the way to go. Finally, Zeneric helps a great deal with keeping your energy pool topped up, even while holding a few points. Make sure to have both Energy Pulse and Energizing Dash maxed out. I also want to highlight that during this run of Index at least, the AIs seem to perform better with regards to banking in points and surviving in general. I mean, yeah, they don't die as much because the enemies are all literally sitting frozen ducks, but if I had to, I could have just stood there doing nothing but refreshing my bubble and stasis, making sure every bit of corpus that got close was obliterated, and the entire ordeal would have still been done in under 20 minutes. Easy. You might question if this was worth making a video about, but I'm just trying to get as much content out right now as possible, while DE figures out that testing stuff before releasing it may be a good idea. As for the Lich Hunter series, I really can't decide between Valkyr, Rhino, or Banshee. We'll probably have to roll a dice on him and see what comes up. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys real soon in the next video.